Welcome to the wiring part of the series. In this part, I'm going to go over the wiring, how to get mess sorted. You know, I will be tidying all this up. I just want to make sure it runs, idles, gets to temperature. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the plan is. I still not sorted out the alternator. That's going to get left at another date because you need to do a few little bits that I've just not currently done. Car's looking very dirty. Right, shall we get on with this then? Hi guys, just before we start, just a quick one. You might find this video is a little bit all over, and the reason is I lost a lot of the video files, had to get them recovered, which was a pain. That's why it's taken me a while to do this. So you might find, like I said, the videos a little bit here, there and everywhere. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So before we get to it, I'll put you on a time loop. I've connected all of these up here. I have got this one here, but honestly I can't remember where it went, but I'll figure that out in a minute. The alternator wire, let me zoom in, alternator wires plugged in, starter motor wires, sorry. Them wires are plugged in. I will go over this in more detail later in the video. Yeah. So this is going to be the first. So this is going to be the first start. Well, should be. If I did plug this in. Now this is at the part where I should have realised to connect that hall sensor, and this is why it didn't really run. So yeah, if I would have connected that sensor at the start, this wouldn't have happened. Right, so this is a second attempt. Yeah, and this is at the part where I should have realised the hall sensor should have been connected, and I'm looking around like a complete numpty at the minute. I've got 12 volts on the battery. Thought I'd just put a bit of that in it. Yeah mate, that's not going to help. You're missing that sensor. So it's so happy like looking back at this, knowing where you went wrong. Yeah, that was my fault. I forgot to attach something. Let's see what happens now. See, if you'd just asked me, I could have helped. And as you can see at this minute, I'm starting to panic. It's like, why is it going too high? Why is it going too high? Shit, 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 shit. Oh, oh. Thank God for that. So it's over revving. Need to figure out why. Right, so basically I'm getting on with the sorting all the wires out that I need, that I don't need, and as you can see I'm stripping down. I'm not cutting all the wires off at the minute because I'm not 100% sure what's needed and what's not, in the sense of, you know, am I missing a wire? Obviously it's my first time doing this, so the wires that I don't think I need, I'll just wrap up. And from here, if you're planning on doing this sort of job, what I'd probably recommend is put the wires back in the car and then tape off where you want to start taping off first, because when I put this back in the car, some wires were a bit short and it doesn't look as clean as it should do. So what I'd recommend, plug all the wires back in again, and then kind of pinch off where you need, where it looks, where it sort of looks a bit more respectable. You know, where you can hide certain things. Like I said, now my wiring loom looks a bit like tight in places. Still functions okay, but doesn't look as good as it could. So if you're going to do this, I recommend plug it all in first, tape a bit off, and then so you know where the guide is, and then go from there, and then do what I'm doing now. Okay, coming up in a second in the next clip after I've done this, so get ready to pause the video. It's about 5 seconds what I'm showing it for. This is the diagram I made to get this car up and running, as you'll see in a second. The box on the right hand side of the screen is what I use to connect to one fuse box and relays. I will, if I remember, to put a link in the description for the wiring diagrams I have found recently. Right, so connected. I am gonna put some tape on there. Pin 87, I think this is. Yeah, pin 87, fuse box. Pin 86, ground. Again, I'll tape them up. Pin 85, ignition live. Battery, positive. There we are, the two's done. Right, now so I've tidied all of the wires up. I've also removed it from this box because I sort of set it afire. Not today, but I set it afire, you know, testing like an idiot, but it's just one of the things. So all connected here. This large blue ones to the negative here. I just ran it over there, and then I've got to do the positive one now, but I'm just going to fasten that into position there. Basically, I'm just going to try a new one, the heat shrink one. From what I believe, again, please don't quote me on any of this. I'm an idiot when it comes to this. Inline fuse done 30, going to here and here, like so. I'm just going to heat shrink it, see what happens. If not, I'll crimp it as well, and I'll double wrap it anyway. So I do it here. How does that look? Let me just zoom in a bit for you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to heat it up with a lighter. Really should do heat gun or proper appliance, but I've not got it. I don't think it's getting hot enough. Now, you're going to do the job, do it properly. Use a heat gun. I do want you to know that I will be coming back to some of this wiring once I've found better solutions. I hope you got that on camera. Obviously I couldn't see. Come to the, I'm going to wrap it with tape. Right. Done. That's it's going to feed this one now over towards the relay over there, somewhere around there anyway. Relay to positive fuse, positive post on battery. Didn't want that. Right, so all that's fastened up now. Just gonna rewrap all these wires here, put the ECU back in place. Then I think that part's done for now. Yeah. Right, so now what I've done is I've attached the fuse box to the firewall. There, I've also just taped it there just to keep, you know, the ECU there, just to keep it there. The terminals now been crimped. Oh, that I need to redo that one. Yep, so most of the terminals now are being done. Got a couple of these here. What I've also done is undone all this because I do want to use the OBD. I've got a box of wires. Got these from Amazon, which I'm going to run from there, and I'm going to run the actual immobilizer box. That's warm. That's warm. From there, then I'm going to try and like chop this here, chop this, so I can fit the immobilizer box here. The key thing there. Right, so now I've fed the 3 wires through and connected them. I've not done the earth just yet, and I put the box here, and this will go on here like so, but that'll be at a later date because I've got to do the ignition wiring as well. So yeah, I do want the OBS as well, OBD, sorry, OBS. I do want that, so we'll be keeping that. I'm going to connect this up in a minute. Okay, so I found a earth point for the immobilizer. It's under the right, left, or passenger seat. Just going to feed it in there and back out there. Right, so all of that's currently popped in, so it's all wired in. This will go up there, just not yet. I am going to fasten all the wires up, you know, make sure they're nice and tidy. Now let's try and start the car. Right, so I've sorted pretty much all that out now. Put the cowling back on. Sorted out all this. I've just tied it up, as you can probably see there. Just tied it up for now. I'm going to find the earth now. Not the earth, the switch wire from inside, and pull it through to the. Can you see the red one here? So I'm going to pull it through to. Yeah, and then take you for a quick drive. Right, okay. So if you can see, I've connected this brown wire as a jumper, and it goes to this black thing here. Now, obviously, this is dodgy as anything. You know that, I know that. Then connect to that there. So we both know that's dodgy, but it was just a jumper. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the new wires through where they are and connect them up. Right, so I've just made like a spade connector here. I pushed it through that hole again, and I'm going to connect it to this one here. As you can see, there we are, it's in. Now let's pull it through to here, and then all I need to do is connect it to that one. Right, so basically I've just fastened this up here dead quick. I'm going to get it running in a minute. I need to put some fuel in, so I'm also waiting for that. Right, so the way I've done this at the minute, I can't remember if I've showed you how, if I put the immobiliser box there, the old key in ignition there, as you can hear. It does prime. So, should we see? It's in gear. Right, so I've fitted the exhaust. Looks okay. Yeah, wasn't super hard. I used Gravity Performance one. It's about £150. Quality of it is, I'd probably say a bit poor. The welds around the what are they called? The weld plate from the pipes to the weld plate, the welding's like blocking some of the exhaust. So later on, once I've got the car running and driving for a few weeks, I'll just grind it down a bit. But yeah, pretty poor. But again, it's what happens when you pay £150 instead of a few hundred for an exhaust. Right, so now the alternator is installed. Just to show you, there's a bracket here, as you can see here. I do need to fasten that in a bit more, and it's all fastened in here. Now what I do recommend, let me get it back here straight again. What I do recommend is install this and install the bracket and the alternator on before you decide to put the engine in. That would be my advice on here. What I'm going to do now is just fasten up little bits now. Subframe, you won't know about that one just yet. I'd also recommend you bend the bracket a bit as well. Do a test fit. Test fit the bracket with the alternator as well. I can't remember if I've shown you. That's how I've done the alternator. Is I cut off a part of the pulley. I've put a washer there, and then attached to that. That'll just give it the clearance. And obviously these fins will keep the alternator cool. So that's pretty much it for that. I know it's took me a few goals, a few weeks of doing this. I was mainly stuck with wiring, which the wiring seems to be sort of done now. That'll be for the next episode. So it has it's been about probably 2 weeks since the last video. I should have a few more videos upcoming. Should have this one, what you're watching now. Should have the wiring, the complete wiring. Then we should have the new subframe, and then gearbox oil so far. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And test drive